I'll start this duel off with my cards of consonance spell cards. This card lets me discard the white stone of ancients from my hand and draw 2 cards. Next, I activate Dragon Shrine. This card lets me send 1 dragon-type monster from my deck to my graveyard. Then, if that dragon is a normal monster, I get to send 1 more dragon-type monster from my deck to my graveyard. First, I'll send Luster Dragon number 2 to my graveyard. Then, I'll send the White Stone of Legend to my graveyard. Now the effect of the White Stone of Legend activates, and it's sent to the graveyard. I get to add a Blue Eyes White Dragon to my hand.
Impressive. It's your first turn, and you've already managed to add a Blue Eyes White Dragon to your hand.
Well, that's just the beginning, Yugi. If you're impressed by that, you're going to be blown away by the next turn. Next, I activate Trading. I discard the Blue Eyes White Dragon in my hand and draw 2 more cards from my deck. Now I summon Kaiba Man.
Kaiba Man!
Are you stunned by how handsome this monster is? Or maybe you're just left speechless by Kaiba Man's awesome sense of style.
I don't think that's it.
Well, get your last look in because he's not staying on the field for long. I tribute Kaiba Man to summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon from my hand.
Oh, no! It's only the first turn, and you already have a Blue Eyes on the field.
That's right, Yugi. And if 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon worries you, what chances do you have against 2? I activate Silver's Cry. This card lets me special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon back from the graveyard. Take flight, my second Blue Eyes White Dragon.
2 Blue Eyes White Dragons?
And I'm not finished yet, Yugi. I set 1 card face down and then enter my end phase. In my end phase, the effect of the White Stone of Ancients activates. Since I discarded it earlier in my turn, I can special summon my 3rd Blue Eyes White Dragon from my deck.
All 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons!
Is this familiar to you, Yugi? The sight of my 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons staring you down? It's been way too long, but now I have you right where I want you. It's your move.
I draw. First, I activate Pot of Greed. This card lets me draw 2 cards from my deck. I've drawn Waterpond. I activate Waterpond's effect to special summon to the field, but it won't be staying there for long. I tribute Waterpond to summon the Dark Magician Girl.
I feel bad for her. She's no match for my dragon.
Then it's time to enlist some help. I activate Sage's Stone. Since Dark Magician Girl is on my field, this card lets me special summon the Dark Magician from my deck.
You think your Dark Magician will save you?
Maybe not alone, but with Dark Magician Girl on my field alongside it, I have everything I need. I set a card face down. Now I activate my spell card, Dark Burning Magic.
Dark Burning Magic!
I can use this spell card only while Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl are on my field. But since they are, my Dark Burning Magic destroys all cards on your field.
No way!
You're finished! My Dark Burning Magic will annihilate every single card on your field.
This can't be happening!
I'm disappointed, Kaiba. You thoughtlessly filled your field with everything you could amass, making yourself vulnerable to my Dark Burning Magic spell card, and now you're left with nothing to defend your life points against the attack from my magicians. Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, attack Kaiba's life points directly and end this duel. Double Dark Magic attack!
You didn't think I'd go down that easily, did you? I always have a backup plan. I will have my revenge, Yugi, and my comeback begins with this card. Goddess of Sweet Revenge! Since I have no other cards left on the field or in my hand, I discard Goddess of Sweet Revenge to destroy all cards on your field.
Oh, no!
That's right, Yugi. Both of your magicians are destroyed, along with your face-down card. Next, my Goddess of Sweet Revenge lets me special summon any monster from my deck. I special summon Deep Eyes White Dragon. If I summon Deep Eyes White Dragon, it gains the attack points of any dragon in my graveyard. Since my Blue Eyes White Dragon is in my graveyard, my Deep Eyes has 3,000 attack points. Revenge is so sweet, isn't it? Now your field is empty, and I have the strongest monster once more.
My field may be empty at the moment, but it won't be for long. When you use the effect of your Goddess of Sweet Revenge, you destroyed my Chaos Scepter Blast.
So?
That means my Chaos Scepter Blast's effect activates. If it's destroyed, I get to special summon a Dark Magician of Chaos from my deck. Come forth, Dark Magician of Chaos! My Dark Magician of Chaos has 2,800 attack points and an incredible effect. When it's summoned, I get to add any spell card from my graveyard to my hand. I'll return Pot of Greed to my hand.
Your Dark Magicians of Chaos is still no match for my dragon.
Next, I'll activate Pot of Greed to draw 2 cards. I set 1 card face down, and then my turn.
It's my turn. I draw. Perfect. I activate Card of Demise. Now I draw until I have 5 cards in my hand. As long as I discarded my hand in 5 turns. But there's no way this duel will last that long, Yugi. I'll defeat you long before that happens.
We'll see about that.
Next, I activate the effect of the White Stone of Ancients. By banishing it from my graveyard, I get to add a Blue Eyes White Dragon from my graveyard to my hand. Now I reveal the Blue Eyes White Dragon from my hand to special summon Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. I can't special summon Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon from my hand simply by revealing a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Plus, my Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon has a special effect. Once per turn, I can control and destroy it. I'll activate my dragon's effect to destroy your Dark Magician of Chaos.
Not so fast, Kaiba. When you target a spellcaster on my field with a card effect, I get to special summon Palladium Oracle Mana from my hand. Come forth, Palladium Oracle Mana! As long as Palladium Oracle Mana is on my field, my level 7 or higher spellcasters can't be destroyed by card effects. That means my Dark Magician of Chaos is perfectly safe.
For now, but I'm not finished. I summon the King of Dragons! I activate the King of Dragons effect. When it's normal summoned, I can discard a spell or trap card and add one of 3 different spell cards to my hand. I'll discard a spell card to add Dragon Revival Rhapsody to my hand. Now, I activate Dragon Revival Rhapsody. I can only use this card while I control a spellcaster-type monster. But, as luck would have it, the King of Dragons is a spellcaster. This card lets me special summon 2 dragons from my graveyard, as long as at least one of them is a normal monster. I'll special summon 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons back.
No.
Now it's time to battle. Blue Eyes Deep Dragon, attack and destroy Yugi's Dark Magician of Chaos.
I activate my trap card, Mirror Force. Your monster's attack is reflected right back at you. All of your monsters are now destroyed.
Not so fast, Yugi. I guess you didn't see the card I discarded when I activated the King of Dragons effect. The card I discarded was Return of the Dragon Lords. And this spell card has a special effect that I can activate from the graveyard anytime one or more of my dragons would be destroyed by battle or card effect. I can banish Return of the Dragon Lords from my graveyard to protect them. I'll use its effect to protect all of the dragons on my field. Since the King of Dragons isn't unattacked, it's destroyed by your Mirror Force, but the rest of my monsters are safe. Now, Blue Eyes Deep Dragon, continue your attack. Luckily for you, damage during your turn. I activate Dragon Revival Rhapsody. That means your life points are safe. But I can't say the same for your magician. Your Dark Magician of Chaos is destroyed.
When my Dark Magician of Chaos leaves the field, it's banished from the duel.
Now, Blue Eyes White Dragon, destroy Palladium Oracle Mana. White Lightning attack! Your Palladium Oracle Mana is destroyed.
That means her effect activates. If she's destroyed by battle or by card effect, I get to special summon Dark Magician Girl from my hand, deck, or graveyard. Come forth, Dark Magician Girl!
It makes no difference. My second Blue Eyes White Dragon still hasn't attacked. White Lightning! Your Dark Magician Girl is destroyed. You have nothing left on your field. I set 2 cards face down and end. It's your move.
I draw. First, I activate Dark Magic Veil. By giving up 1,000 life points, I can special summon a Dark Spellcaster from my hand or graveyard. Return to my field, Dark Magician. Next, I activate my spell card, Bond between Teacher and Student. Now that the teacher is on the field, his student will follow. Since I control the Dark Magician, this card lets me special summon the Dark Magician Girl from my graveyard. Then, I get to set a spell card from my deck, and I choose Dark Burning Attack. But it's not staying face down for long. Since the Dark Magician Girl is on my field, I can activate it. My Dark Burning Attack destroys all monsters on your field, Kaiba.
All of them?
That's right. You have no monsters left on your field to defend.
That may be. But by destroying my Deep Eyes White Dragon, you activated its effect.
Deep Eyes White Dragon has another effect?
When it's destroyed by a card effect, all monsters on your field are destroyed.
No!
Oh, yes. Bid farewell to your magicians.
My Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl may be destroyed, but my turn is just beginning. I activate Card of Sanctity. Now, we each draw from our decks until we have 6 cards in our hands. I've drawn Palladium Oracle Mahad. When I draw Mahad, I can special summon him to the field. Come forth, Mahad! Next, I activate a ritual spell card, Chaos Form. By banishing the level 7 Dark Magician from my graveyard, I can now ritual summon an even more powerful spellcaster. I banish the Dark Magician from my graveyard to call forth my ritual monster, Magician of Chaos. Next, I activate Upstart Goblin. This card increases your life points by 1,000 and lets me draw a card. But first, I'll chain the effect of my Magician of Chaos. Once per turn, if a spell or trap card or effect is activated while Magician of Chaos is on the field, I can target one card on the field and destroy it. Now, Magician of Chaos, strike down Kaiba's face-down card on the left.
You've targeted my Ring of Destruction! I chain it to the effect of your Magician of Chaos and target your Magician! My Ring of Destruction will destroy your Magician, and when it does, we'll both take damage equal to the attack points of your Magician. That means we each lose 2,500 life points.
Don't be so sure about that, Kaiba. I activate the effect of the Palladium Oracle Mana in my graveyard.
Palladium Oracle Mana has an effect in the graveyard?
Since you targeted a spellcaster on my field, I can special summon Palladium Oracle Mana from my graveyard. Return to my field!
Oh no!
Now that she's on my field, my level 7 or larger or higher spellcasters can't be destroyed by card effects. That makes my Magician of Chaos immune to your Ring of Destruction. You know what that means, Kaiba? Now my Magician and my life points are perfectly safe. Now that that's taken care of, my upstart goblin can finally resolve. I'll increase your life points by 1,000 to draw a card from my deck. It's over, Kaiba. Even though you still have 5,000 life points, my magicians have a combined attack power of 7,000. Mana, Bahan, and Magician of Chaos, attack Kaiba directly and end this duel.
That would end the duel. If it weren't for my face down card, that is, I activate Negate Attack. Your attack is negated and your battle phase immediately ends.
Well done, Kaiba.
Thank you.
You bought yourself another turn. But I still have 3 powerful magicians on my field, and you're left with nothing. It's your move.
I draw. Yugi, I maybe have nothing on my field, but thanks to your Card of Sanctity, my hand is full. First, I'll activate this spell card, Forbidden Chalice. This card lets me negate the effects of one monster on the field and increase its attack by 400. I'll target your Palladium Oracle Mana. I don't want its pesky effect getting in the way of the rest of my turn. Ugh. Next, I activate Dragon's Mirror. This spell card lets me fusion summon a dragon from my extra deck by banishing its fusion materials from my graveyard. I banish Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon and 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons from my graveyard.
Oh, no!
Come forth, Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon!
Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon?
My Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon has 4,500 attack points and 3,800 defense points, just like my Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. But unlike my ordinary Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, this new and improved version is an effect monster. If I fusion summon it by using Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon as a fusion material once per turn, my Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon can destroy 3 cards on your field. Since that's how it's summoned, that's how I summoned it, I'll activate that effect. Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon, destroy all 3 of Yugi's monsters! Now,
my monsters may be gone, but their legacy will live on. I activate the effects of all 3 of my monsters. First, when my Palladium Oracle Mana is destroyed, I get to special summon Dark Magician from my hand, deck, or graveyard.
But you don't have a Dark Magician in your hand, deck, or graveyard. I've studied up on your deck and your strategies, Yugi, and I know that you only have 1 Dark Magician, and you banished it with Chaos form.
Don't I? Look again, Kaiba. While my Magician of Chaos is on my field or is in my graveyard, its name becomes the Dark Magician. That means I can special summon it with Mahad's effect. Next, I use the effect of Palladium Oracle Mana. Since she's destroyed, I get to special summon Dark Magician Girl from my hand, deck, or graveyard. Return, Dark Magician Girl! Finally, I use the effect of my Magician of Chaos. Since you destroyed it by battle or by card effect after it was ritual summoned to the field, I get to special summon one Chaos or Black Luster Soldier ritual monster from my hand, ignoring its summoning condition. Come forth, Magician of Black Chaos Max! My 3 magicians have been replaced by 3 more.
For now. They won't last on the field for long. I banish the King of Dragons and Deep Eyes White Dragon from my graveyard to special summon Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End! My Chaos Emperor Dragon has 3,000 attack points, and I can special summon it simply by banishing a dark and a light monster from my graveyard. Since the King of Dragons is a dark monster and Deep Eyes White Dragon is a light monster, they're the perfect pair for summoning this powerful dragon. Next, I activate this spell card, Dimension Fusion. By paying 2,000 life points, this card lets us special summon to the field as many banished monsters as possible. Return to the field, Deep Eyes White Dragon, Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, and 2 more Blue Eyes White Dragons.
Impossible! You have 6 monsters on the field! You can only have up to 5 monsters on the field! Explain yourself, Kaiba!
I guess you aren't familiar with the latest dueling rules, Yugi. Ordinarily, a duelist can only have 5 monsters on the field in their main monster zones. But now, each duelist also has access to an extra monster zone, specifically for monsters special summoned from the extra deck. As you can see, since my Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon was special summoned from the extra deck, it's in the extra monster zone. That leaves room for 5 more dragons on the field for a total of 6.
Incredible. But I'm not out of this duel yet, Kaiba. Thanks to your Dimension Fusion, I special summon my banished Dark Magician and Dark Magician of Chaos back to the field.
Now that our monsters are back on the field, their effects activate. I'll use my Deep Eyes White Dragon's effect to copy the 2,400 attack points of the Luster Dragon 2 in my graveyard.
My Dark Magician of Chaos's effect also activates when it's summoned, allowing me to return a special card from my graveyard to my hand. I return Card of Sanctity.
Now my monsters enter into battle. Deep Eyes White Dragon, attack and destroy Yugi's Magician of Chaos. Chaos Emperor Dragon, attack and destroy Magician of Black Chaos Max. Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, attack and destroy Dark Magician of Chaos. Blue Eyes White Dragons, attack and destroy Yugi's Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl. Double White Lightning Attack! Unfortunately, since my Ultimate Dragon used its effect this turn, it can't attack. But I still have 6 monsters on my field, and you have 0. In a duel between the 2 of us, our fields look exactly the way I'd expect them to look, Yugi. I set 2 cards face down and end my turn. It's your move.
I draw. First, I set 3 cards face down. Next, I activate Card of Sanctity. Once again, we each draw until we have 6 cards in our hands. And I'm not done drawing cards yet, Kaiba. Now, I activate Pot of Desires. I banish the top 10 cards of my deck face down to draw 2 cards.
You'll need all the cards you can get.
I'll continue my turn by activating a new spell card, Ledger of Legerdemain. This card lets me banish the top 3 cards of my deck face down. Then, during my third standby phase, after activating this card, I get to add 3 of those banished cards to my hand. I have you exactly where I want you, Kaiba. I activate my face-down card, Polymerization. I fuse together my Crystal Seer, Old Vindictive Magician, Apprentice Illusion Magician, Mystical Elf, and Droll and Lockbird.
5 monsters!
I fusion summon Quintet Magician! My Quintet Magician can be fusion summoned by combining any 5 spellcasters, and unfortunately for you, as soon as it strikes the field, its effect activates. Since it was summoned by combining the spellcasters with different names, all cards on your field are destroyed. Quintet Magician, strike down all of Kaiba's monsters and the cards in his back row.
Hang on. I activate my trap card, Gift of the Mystical Elf. This card increases my life points by 300 for each monster on both sides of the field. Since there are 7 monsters on the field, I gain 2,100 life points.
You may have gotten a life points boost, but your monsters and remaining back row card are still destroyed.
Oh no!
What's this? Your ultimate dragon is still on the field.
That's right. You may have destroyed the rest of my monsters, but my Blue Eyes alternative Ultimate Dragon has another effect. My Ultimate Dragon can't be targeted or destroyed by your card effects. That means your Quintet Magician's effect is powerless against it.
Even so, your other 5 monsters are now gone.
Which reminds me, I activate the effect of my Deep Eyes White Dragon. As you already know, since it's destroyed, so are all of the monsters on your field. Say goodbye to your Quintet Magician.
It's a bit too early for that, Kaiba. I guess you aren't aware of my Quintet Magician's other effect.
Other effect?
Like your Blue Eyes alternative Ultimate Dragon, my Quintet Magician can't be destroyed by card effects. That means your Deep Eyes White Dragon's effect is powerless against it. And like your Ultimate Dragon, my Quintet Magician has 4,500 attack points, which means our 2 monsters are evenly matched. But before they clash, I'm summoning Sangan to the field. Now, Quintet Magician, attack and destroy Kaiba's Ultimate Dragon!
Blue Eyes alternative Ultimate Dragon, counterattack!
Your dragon is destroyed! Now, Sangan, attack Kaiba directly. Since Sangan has 1,000 attack points, you lose 1,000 life points. I end my turn.
I draw. First, I activate Pot of Greed. This card lets me draw 2 cards from my deck. Next, I activate Swing of Memory. This card lets me special summon a normal monster from my graveyard. Take flight, Blue Eyes White Dragon! Next, I activate the effect of my Neo Kaiser Glider. By discarding it from my hand, along with 1 other monster, I can special summon another normal monster from my graveyard. I discard my Neo Kaiser Glider and Kaiser Vorse Raider. Return to me, Blue Eyes White Dragon! Now, my Neo Kaiser Glider's other effect activates, and it's sent to the graveyard, All monsters you control lose 500 attack points until the end phase. That means your Sangan is down to just 500 attack points. Oh, and my turn isn't even close to being finished, Yugi. I activate polymerization. I fuse the Blue Eyes White Dragon in my hand with the 2 on my field. Come forth, Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon! My new dragon has 4,500 attack points. You're finished, Yugi. Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, attack Yugi Sangan and end this duel!
I activate my trap card, Magic Cylinder. This card negates your monster's attack and inflicts damage to your life points equal to your monster's attack points. And since your monster has 4,500 attack points, but you only have 4,100 life points, this duel is over.
You know, you're so predictable. I knew you'd try something like that, Yugi. That's why I was prepared. I activate Diffusion from my hand. This card splits my Ultimate Dragon back into 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons that were used to summon it. Your Magic Cylinder is rendered powerless. Now I have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons against your tiny Sangan. Blue Eyes White Dragon, attack and destroy Yugi Sangan!
If you want to destroy my Sangan, you'll have to find him first. I activate magical hats! My Sangan is hiding under one of those 4 hats. And before your dragon can get to my life points, you'll have to find my Sangan. Take your best shot, Kaiba.
All right. Blue Eyes White Dragon, attack the rightmost hat.
That's a miss.
Now my second Blue Eyes gets to attack. Attack the middle hat.
Better luck next time.
Fine. My third Blue Eyes White Dragon can still attack. Attack the hat on the left.
You finally destroyed my Sangan, but unfortunately for you, that activates its effect. Now I can add any monster with 1,500 or fewer attack points from my deck to my hand. I choose Curry Bandit. Since it's obvious that my last hat is empty, and all 3 of your dragons have already attacked, I'll dispel my final hat.
You may have survived one more turn, Yugi, but there's no way you'll win this duel. I set 1 card face down, and a monster defends you. It's your move.
I draw. I begin my turn by summoning Curry Bandit to the field. Now, I tribute it to activate its effect. Curry Bandit's effect lets me reveal the top 5 cards of my deck. Any spell or trap cards revealed are added to my hand. Any monsters revealed are sent to the graveyard. I reveal Overdone Burial, Diffusion Wave Motion, Magic Formula, Electromagnetic Turtle, and Clear Karibo. My Electromagnetic Turtle and Clear Karibo are sent to the graveyard, but the rest of the cards are added to my hand. Next, I discard Sorcerer of Dark Magic from my hand to activate Overdone Burial. I can activate Overdone Burial by discarding a monster from my hand. Then, Overdone Burial special summons a monster from my graveyard with a level lower than that level of the discarded monster. The effect of the monster I special summon with Overdone Burial has its effect negated. Since I discarded my level 9 Sorcerer of Dark Magic to activate Overdone Burial, I can special summon my level 7 Magician of Chaos back to the field. Next, I equip my Magician of Chaos with Magic Formula. This spell card increases my spellcaster's attack points by 700, bringing it up to 3,200. That makes my Magician of Chaos the strongest monster on the field.
You may have the strongest monster on the field, but my monsters still outnumber yours 4-1.
But they won't for long, Kaiba. I give up 1,000 life points to activate Diffusion Wave Motion. Diffusion Wave Motion forces a level 7 or higher spellcaster on my field to attack all monsters you control. Plus, the effects of any monsters destroyed by their attacks can't activate and are negated. Your 4-1 advantage is about to be eliminated. My Magician of Chaos will attack all of your monsters. I'll start with a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Now, I'll attack another Blue Eyes. And now, your third Blue Eyes.
Come on!
Finally, my Magician of Chaos attacks your face-down monster. Your field of monsters is vanquished, Kaiba. What's so funny?
Oh, listen. By destroying my giant germ, you fell right into my trap!
Impossible! Your giant germ's effect is negated thanks to the effect of my diffusion wave motion.
I wasn't trying to use my giant germ's effect, Yugi. I just needed you to destroy it so that I could activate this card. Crush Card Virus!
What have you done, Kaiba?
I wasn't trying to infect your deck with a germ, Yugi. I wanted to infect it with a virus. The deadliest virus in all of Duel Monsters. And it looks like I succeeded. When you destroy one of my dark monsters with 1,000 or fewer attack points in battle, I can activate this trap card. And since my giant germ is a dark fiend with 1,000 attack points, it fits the bill. As we speak, my Crush Card Virus is infecting your hand, field, and your deck. Now, for the rest of this duel, any monster in your hand that has a draw with 1,500 or more attack points is immediately destroyed. Plus, any monster on your field with 1,500 or more attack points is immediately destroyed. And don't even think about special summoning any monsters with 1,500 or more attack points, Yugi, because guess what? They'll be immediately destroyed too.
This can't be.
You fell right into my trap, Yugi. Attacking my giant germ with your Magician of Chaos marks the beginning of the end for you, and the first victim of my trap card is your Magician of Chaos. Since it's on the field right now and has way more than 1,500 attack points, guess what? It's immediately destroyed!
My Magician!
Face it, Yugi. Without access to your best cards, you don't stand a chance. Not even the Egyptian gods could save you now.
He's right, Pharaoh. We just lost our best strategies. How are we going to win this?
It doesn't look good, Yugi. But we have to trust our deck and find a way to win. We can't give up.
You're right, Pharaoh. I believe in you.
When my Magician of Chaos was destroyed, so was my magic formula. And when my magic formula is sent from my field to the graveyard, I gain 1,000 life points.
1,000 more life points will make no difference at all, Yugi. Not anymore. Nothing will stop the Crush Card Virus from tearing apart your deck, and nothing will stop me from winning this duel.
I end my turn.
I draw. You ended your turn without a single card on your field, but I guess that's the best you can do with my Crush Card Virus, devastating your deck. I assure you, Yugi, my turn will be far more impressive. First, I activate Pot of Extravagance. I banish 6 random cards face down from my extra deck to draw 2 cards. Now, for the rest of the turn, I can't draw cards from my deck, but that won't be a problem. I activate Chaos Force. This card didn't do you a lot of good, Yugi, but I'll make sure to make better use of it. I banish a Blue Eyes White Dragon from my graveyard to ritual summon Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon from my hand.
4,000 attack points!
And it also has a couple of effects that you might want to hear about. First, my Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon can't be targeted or destroyed by your card effects. Second, anytime it attacks a defense position monster, it inflicts double piercing battle damage.
Incredible.
It's over, Yugi. Since you only have 3,000 life points left, one direct attack will finish you off. Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, attack Yugi directly and end this duel.
It's not over yet, Kaiba. I activate the effect of the clear Karibo in my graveyard. By banishing it from my graveyard, I get to draw one card from my deck. If it's a monster, I can special summon it to the field. I draw. I've drawn Karibo. Instead of special summoning it to the field, I'll activate its effect. I discard it from my hand to take no battle damage from your Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon.
Face it, Yugi. You're only delaying the inevitable defeat. You have no cards in your hand or on your field. Defeating my Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon will be impossible. Maybe you could have defeated it if your monsters weren't infected with my Crush Card virus. But with my Crush Card virus in effect, you don't stand a chance. It's your move.
He's right. I've considered every card combination remaining in our deck. There's no way for us to defeat his Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon.
Maybe not, but we can still find a way to win. It's like you said, Pharaoh. We can't give up.
I draw. I activate Draw of Fate. If my life points are lower than yours and you control the strongest monster on the field, I can activate my Draw of Fate spell card. This card lets me select 3 cards from my deck and put them on the top of my deck in random order. Then, I get to draw one of those cards. And for the rest of the turn, I can't set any spell or trap cards, and can't activate more than one card or effect.
Clever move, Yugi. By manipulating your next 3 draws, you can guarantee that you won't draw a monster susceptible to my Crush Card virus. But if you think that will be enough to save you in this duel, oh man, you're delusional.
I draw a card with my Draw of Fate. I end my turn.
Another turn wasted. It's my move. I draw. Perfect. I activate Monster Reborn! This card lets me special summon a monster from either graveyard. I choose my Blue Eyes alternative, Ultimate Dragon. Remember my Ultimate Dragon? It has 2,500 attack points, 3,800 defense points, and it can't be targeted or destroyed by your card effects. Yeah. Alongside my Chaos Max Dragon, I'd say your odds of winning have just been cut in half. But what's half of 0 anyway, dude? Blue Eyes alternative Ultimate Dragon, attack Yugi directly and end this duel.
This duel isn't over yet, Kaiba. I activate the effect of my electromagnetic turtle. By banishing it from my graveyard, I end the battle phase. It looks like I'll be getting another turn.
If you insist. Go ahead and take another turn. Draw your last pathetic card, Yugi.
This is it. There's only one card we can draw here to turn this duel around.
What if we don't draw it, Pharaoh?
We can't think of it that way. It's like your grandfather always says, we just have to trust in the heart of the cards. Then, anything is possible. You're right. Heart of the cards. Guide me. I draw. Since these turns have passed, since I activated my Ledger of Legerdemain, I add these cards I banished with its effect to my hand. Now, I have the perfect 5 cards I need to defeat you, Kaiba.
You're bluffing.
Am I? I activate this spell card, Burial from a Different Dimension. This card allows me to return 3 banished cards to their owner's graveyard. I'll use it to return the White Stone of Ancients, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and the King of Dragons to your graveyard. Next, I activate Soul Release. This card lets me banish any 5 cards that I choose from any graveyards. I banish Giant Germ from your graveyard and banish Mystical Elf, Troll and Lockenbird, Karibo, and Old Vindictive Magician from my graveyard.
What are you planning?
You're about to find out. I discard Dark Magic Twin Burst from my hand to activate Double Spell. By discarding a spell card from my hand, Double Spell lets me select a spell card in your graveyard and activate it on my side of the field. I choose your Dimension Fusion. I give up 2,000 life points to force both of us to special summon as many banished monsters as possible.
Have you forgotten that any monster you summon with more than 1,500 attack points will be immediately destroyed?
I'm not planning to summon any monsters with more than 1,500 attack points, Kaiba. I special summon Clear Karibo, Electromagnetic Turtle, Mystical Elf, Troll and Lockenbird, and Karibo. Since each of these monsters have fewer than 1,500 attack points, they're all unaffected by your Crush Card virus. And since your Giant Germ is banished from the duel, you must special summon it to your field.
Fine. I'll summon it in attack mode.
Now, I have you right where I want you.
Impossible! What's the last card in your hand?
I tribute Clear Karibo, Electromagnetic Turtle, Mystical Elf, Droll and Lockbird, and Karibo. I've told you once, and I'll tell you again, Kaiba, my deck has no pathetic cards. But once again, it does contain the unstoppable Exodia! Come forth, Exodia, the legendary defender!
Exodia? How can this be?
Exodia, the legendary defender, is a new addition to my deck. I can tribute summon it by tributing the monsters from my field, and if I do, Exodia, the legendary defender, gains attack points and defense points equal to the total attack points of the monsters tributed. I carefully selected the monsters to tribute so that their combined attack points, our total, is higher than that of the stats of your Giant Germ, but lower than 1,500. Since 2 of the monsters I tributed have 0 attack points, 2 of them have 300 attack points, and the last one has 800 attack points. My Exodia, the legendary defender, has 1,400 attack points, making it unaffected by your Crush Card virus.
That Exodia is nothing like the real thing. Its feeble stats just barely make it strong enough to defeat my Giant Germ. On my next turn, my 2 dragons will wipe out Exodia, as well as whatever is left of your life points.
There won't be a next turn, Kaiba. Exodia, the legendary defender, also has a special effect. When it destroys a Dark Fiend in battle, I automatically win the duel. And since your Giant Germ is a Dark Fiend...
No way!
Yes way! The very monster you relied on to infect my deck with the Crush Card virus was also the weak link that has assured your defeat, Kaiba. Now, all I have to do to win this duel is attack your Giant Germ with Exodia, the legendary defender.
This can't be happening!
Exodia! Obliterate!
I can't believe I lost.
Don't be upset, Kaiba. It was an incredible duel that I'll never forget, and neither will everyone watching it.